This video is AI-based. All images of George Washington are generated with artificial intelligence. This content is for informational purposes only. George Washington, born February 22, 1732, died December 14, 1799. Do you know how George Washington truly ruled America? It wasn't with an iron fist, and it wasn't with a crown. Instead, he led by making a choice so powerful it defined a new nation. After leading the Continental Army to a hard-won victory in the Revolutionary War, the path to absolute power was wide open. The army was loyal to him, and many Americans, accustomed to monarchy, expected him to become their king. The crown was his for the taking, a symbol of ultimate authority that many thought necessary to stabilize the fledgling country. But Washington saw a different future. He understood that the revolution wasn't just about replacing one ruler with another. It was about creating a system where power belonged to the people, not a single individual. In a crowded room filled with his officers, some of whom were plotting to march on Congress and demand their back pay with him as their leader, Washington made his stand. He condemned the plot, reminding them of the principles they had all fought for. It was in this moment, when he had the most power, that he chose to walk away from it. He famously resigned his commission as Commander-in-Chief before the Continental Congress. This was an unprecedented act. In an era where military leaders often seized power after a victory, Washington willingly gave it up. He returned to his life as a farmer at Mount Vernon, demonstrating that his service was to the country, not to his own ambition. This single act of renouncing power was a thunderous statement. It cemented the principle of civilian control over the military, a cornerstone of American democracy. He believed no man is above the nation. Years later, after serving 2 terms as the first president, he did it again. He voluntarily stepped down, setting a precedent for the peaceful transfer of power that has endured for centuries. He showed the world that a leader could serve and then return to being an ordinary citizen. That choice turned a revolution into a nation. It was a single decision that shaped democracy forever, proving that true strength lies not in holding onto power, but in knowing when to let it go. If you enjoyed this short, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more AI-based history shorts. Stay tuned for the next fascinating story.